I set a goal for myself this session for APA.
Yeah.
When I play 9-ball, I'm going to try to keep my opponents to under 20. No matter who I play.
Okay.
It's a good one to play, but if you play a 1 or a 2, that's bad.
Oh, I know, right? Seriously.
Especially if they get there.
He doesn't usually throw me against the 1s and the 2s because we have enough lower skill level players that he doesn't have to do that.
I
So.
love playing lower level players. The problem is that I was playing on a team out of Block Academy. Great bunch of people. But they love throwing me against the big boys. And I'm so used to now playing with the big boys. Like these guys. Maybe nights I play 3 games with Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The only thing I have a problem with playing with a lower skill player is when I beat them 38-1. I don't want them to quit playing. You know, it's the whole point of some of these leagues, and especially the handicap leagues, is to get new players in playing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's good for it's good.
It's maturity.
Yeah. She was actually very nice, and it's just like.
They just gotta understand that it's cool.
Yeah.
You've been playing a while. They haven't.
Yeah.
I'm one of the. I feel like I've only been playing competitively for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously for a year. And rated 5 and 6. So it's interesting. I like my VCA ratings more than my APA ratings.
Well, Danny got a ball on the break. Was a little wonky on the 1, rattled the 1, ended up scratching. The 2-8 is they're frozen together. There is no light between their shadows.
Good. I think so. I think he's going to come off the rail and come back over and try to bump that. Time Steinbeck says, Mike O is a boss. He played a 5-rail kick safe on him yesterday. Ooh.
Ooh. Well, he didn't run into him.
Mike, but he is very good. I played him first round last year. He's a very good player.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually very impressed that he did not beat me worse.
Small victories, man.
Ended up at 9-5.
So Miguel got a little close to the 2. He tried to take it into the side pocket and just ran into the point of the pocket. Looks like Danny's pretty straight on that 2-ball.
He's got a little angle to get the 2 to the corner pocket, so he's going to be able to. Looks like he's putting draw on it, so he's going to come
into the 7, spin into the 7. He had a lot of spin on that.
I hear he wants to avoid the 5 coming back out. So he's putting some draw on it so he can draw around. Come off the bottom rail, off the side rail, and back out for the 4. Mike Johnson, we don't know how Mike O did on his first match yet. He may not have played yet. They have, I think, 80 players and only 9 tables. So we had 9 matches start at 9:30 this morning. We're on our second match here on this table.
Mr. Johnson, we're checking on Mike to see if we can get a score or see if he's played yet. So just got told that Mike Odian is on the B side. So his first match did not go well. And he won his first match on the B side. So he is still in the tournament.
Okay.
Avoids the side pocket here, does Danny, and comes down for the 9, and Miguel's going to give that to him.
So this is where you start seeing Danny kind of get into his rhythm now. He's getting into his groove.
Yeah.
And Miguel never marked his, or did he take all his balls back off?
I don't know. They're supposed to be keeping a score
5,
sheet.
6, 7, 8. Well,
Yeah, 'cause I've got
he
it.
pulled his back off because he's on the hill, so he just needs the last ball. There's only 8 balls up there.
Ah.
Looks like Cindy Sleva might have won her match. She's bringing the
What it
score
looks
card
like.
up.
I was seeing that myself.
Cindy's on my Mount Rushmore pool. So is Stan.
Say that one more again.
Her Mount Rushmore of pool.
Cindy and
Okay.
Stan.
Who would be your Mount Rushmore? Your 4 people that you would put on a mountain is, your Mount Rushmore of pool.
As people I enjoy watching, or people that
It's totally
I look
up
up
to you.
to.
It's a totally subjective thing.
Dan Louie would
Okay.
be first. Miguel. I'd have to say Stan. And I actually love watching Cindy shoot.
Yeah.
So I would throw Cindy,
Salt and pepper.
please.
Ooh, that looks good.
It does. It's going to be interesting. Ladies, I'm going to take a break and
Okay.
eat my breakfast for lunch.
Enjoy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So let's see what Miguel's going to do here. He's kind of lining some things up, trying to figure out what he wants to do. He's got the, looks like he's going to set himself up for a back cut on the 1. Nope, he's changed his mind again.
Yeah, that's one of those things is when you have ball in hand, sometimes you go and you're looking at the table
Yeah.
and you can't really see it until you put the ball down. And then
Right.
you look at it and go, oh, no, that's not what I want. So you change it. Whoa,
Oh, my
Nelly.
Lanta. Wow. Wow. Does that count as 2 scratches?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. So it's not going to actually work out for Danny because he's going to be able to play the 2 off the 4 into the
Yeah.
side pocket, which is actually going to break out his 4 on the 8.
Which is what I thought Miguel was going to set up for.
Danny's also looking at 2-9.
To 2-9.
But I think I like the 2-4. I don't.
It's actually not far.
Taking things like the 2-9 are somewhat unusual for Danny, usually.
If you go straight across.
Do you think he's maybe taking those kind of shots a little more based on his 3 cushion experience?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that or he's down and he really wants to
Just
get a game
Yeah.
and he's got an opportunity.
who did Cindy play? Rebecca, you know what? If you look at the bracket board link, you can find out who Cindy played. Well, he tried it, and I think he hit the 2 a little too thin. to,
Yeah, I like playing the 2 off the 4.
Yeah, I like that too because that 4 is kind of in a precarious spot because of the 8.
Yeah. And you would bring the 4 off the rail and you would break out your 8 and then you would still have, I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the position he was going to wind up with the 3 ball.
That could be. So Miguel's going to play it safe here. Nicely done. I think the 5 and the 7 blocked Danny from the 1 rail kick. So he's going to see if he wants to jump over that or if he's going to do some other sort of magic. Some other sort of Danny magic.
Oh, he might be coming around 3 rails. No,
Maybe.
No, he's doing 1.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. He had a small window between the 7 and the 5 that made the 1 rail kick doable, and it was just a little too small. So now Miguel has to size things up here. He's looking at the 2-3 combo. He could also be looking at the 3 foul.
I think. That's exactly what he's looking at.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to make that too? Oops. Now, the problem with this, though, is he's in a weird spot to get shape on the 4. But look at that. Wow. When you can shoot like that, I guess it doesn't matter, huh?
It doesn't matter.
He bumped into the 9. I think he's going to have to come off the rail into the 5. Unless he can spin around the 9. Yeah, he just came off the rail. And it's going to end up okay.
Oh.
Wow. I thought Danny was going to try to hit that 5 going past it, but he came in behind it. Ended up playing a really good save here. Miguel is unable to make the 5, and he's leaving life a little tough for Danny, which is what he wants to do. He wants to try and keep Danny from getting that kind of a rhythm that it felt like Danny was developing, because he's run a few racks here, and he's starting to wake up. Not only is his body waking up, but his brain is waking up.
Okay, so up next on our table, we're going to have Rafael Martinez versus John Kestris. And then after that, we're going to have Brady Golan versus Carl Tibbetts.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's
You
our
want
next
to
two
know
matches.
one of my favorite things about streaming this tournament?
What's that?
That right there.
He always comes over and tells us who we're going to have.
At least one match ahead, sometimes 2.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, they got on the wrong side of the 7.
Yeah. Kind of forces him to try to figure out the 7-8.
Yeah, it does. And he might be able to play the carom off the 7 into the 8 and put the 8 in the corner.
Yeah.
That would push the 7 down table. Most likely he would
Or
have
he could just run the 7 into the 8, lightly, so that they stay married together and bring the cue ball down here behind the 9. But he went for the combination. Runs into the 9, which sends his cue ball straight up table.
Leaves him good position on the 7.
Yeah.
And now it's a
And
make the ball and leave the cue ball in the middle of the table.
And the good thing about that shot was he didn't put the 9 on the rail or anything like
Right.
that, so he didn't really complicate the 9 in any fashion. And there you go. Danny gets himself another game. It is now 8-6. by our reckoning. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here. We're going to be back in just a second. And we are back. Da-da-da-da. Bonus trivia entry if you can tell me what that's from. There are two acceptable answers. Danny was hoping that one ball would kick into the 8 and send the 8 into the corner, but instead, Danny comes up dry. When we were here last night, streaming the rest of last year's event, Damian Pompanic was playing on the table. You can see the table on the right of this on your screen in the back. And he had one of the loudest breaks I think I have ever heard in my entire life. It made me look up because he just powered it, just crushed it. So this is Miguel has put Danny in a bit of a sticky wicket here. He's got, if he comes from that direction into the left-hand side rail and over, he's got a real small window between the 6 and the 3 in order to hit the 2.
But if he hits it,
he can make it.
He can actually make it, yeah.
And still have shape on the 3.